All right. Welcome, guys, to this first episode of NFT Slate podcast. Today, we're here with Jacob from Screensaver World. Am I saying that correctly?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, awesome. We're going to do a walkthrough of the project. So,
Cool.
I guess my first question I was just going to ask is, like, how did you guys come up with the idea? What kind of spurred you to work on it?
I saw Hick at Nunk on Tezos, and I saw what they were doing, and it just seemed like it could be done on Polygon in a better way.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome.
and also it seemed like they were kind of exploiting the idea of like a DAO. And I really like the most important part of this whole project for me is like I believe that artists should be in charge of the protocols that kind of govern the existence and provenance of their art. And so
For
I
sure.
think DAOs and NFT marketplaces are like a perfect fit. And I don't really see someone actively doing that in a real way. Like Rarible has a coin, sure, but like they're not actively building with their community in the way a DAO could. So that's kind of, and Polygon obviously just allows us to experiment with code, experiment with minting, for less fees, which is really a freeing thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I think when I first read about your project, I was kind of surprised that no one had actually worked on something DAO related to like marketplaces yet. Because I mean, it feels like such a kind of obvious idea that no one's kind of grabbed at yet.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like obviously
Yeah,
the artists should come together and own their platform. Like this.
yeah, totally.
So, yeah. Beyond that, it was just like me. It was like a week of me just programming like 14-hour days, and then this thing appeared, and I was like live coding it while everyone was like playing on it. So I was always like telling people to break the site, and they would do it all the time.
So you created the whole thing on your own?
Yeah, I created this guy just like
Wow, that's awesome.
just getting like high and like doing this like a week, something essentially.
That's awesome.
And then I've been doing like incremental work, but I've tried to step away a little bit just to be like, because it needs to be a DAO, it needs to be a community project. So I've tried to step away a little bit, and I'm hoping to get some grants to do to provide bounties so other developers can come in and work. And there's been a couple people who volunteered from the community and really done some nice development, but it would be great to have more of that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we also have a token on Snapshot that we actually use to vote on stuff, and it's usually pretty mundane, but like we do actively vote on things, which is great. And we rewarded participants with the like just we rewarded community members based on kind of their activity, the user metrics, and we'll probably keep doing that. But
Yes, I'm not sure if you mentioned how long ago did you start the project?
I started this like 2 months ago, I guess.
Okay, that's awesome. I mean, it looks like you guys got a lot of artists on there for 2 months
Yeah,
already.
this is V1. This is V1, which is there was a V0, and this is V1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even like. Sometimes I just don't go on here for a couple of days, and it's just so fun to see that people are creating cool stuff.
Yeah. So a lot out of all the artists that are on here currently, like how did a lot of them find you, do you think?
It's a good question.
Really, yeah. That's awesome.
No outreach.
That's sweet.
Just not in like it's not the point really. Like I
Yeah.
want to be a good community, and it is, and like so it should happen organically.
Yeah, totally.
I think the hardest part, the thing that's stopping people from joining this is probably just how difficult it still is to bridge Polygon.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
So with the DAO part, like how does that fit in exactly? You kind of mentioned like you kind of been stepping back, and a lot of people have been helping in from there, but how did people get started with the DAO?
Well, I mean, the first step with the DAO was kind of having a governance token so we could actually vote on stuff. That was really important. And so we rolled that out pretty quickly. And so we vote on certain things on Snapshot. But to be entirely honest, it is pretty hard to build the software collaboratively just because of the skill level that it takes to develop this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess like a lot of the members of the DAO are probably more on the artist side than the development side.
Yeah, they're artists. And not only that, they also probably like just learned about all this stuff like at the beginning of the NFT craze, like, I don't know, May or something.
Yeah.
So even like trying to like talk about high level concepts is a little tricky.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's getting way better. I mean, like everyone in the community is amazing, and they're like so open to learning and building, and they all are builders and want to be like helping, but there's a big learning curve with this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at the same time, like it is hard to learn, but if people are like really like motivated, like you can pick it up pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, on some
Yeah, it's complicated, but yeah, you know what I mean.
like subgraph and like there's like a surface level that's like, yeah, we can build this, and
Yeah, no, I don't mean on like the development level. I mean just on like the understanding like how things work.
oh yeah, everyone knows how to do it. Like, I mean, that's the cool thing is like, actually one like early situation that really made this a community was the problem with bridging Polygon, right? And no one really knew how to do it. So what we were effectively doing was just like saying like, come to the Discord and we'll send you like 0.01 Matic so you can make your first thing. And it wasn't like me doing this, it was like the last person. It was like a pay it forward kind of thing, which was really like awesome. And that's kind of how the community got started, and on Clubhouse definitely. And then now it's just like a couple people will run these like flash auctions every week, and essentially they'll just all get together on like a Discord space or stage or whatever it's called, and just like drink and smoke and like just sell each other's art. And that happens without me most of the time. I mean, I don't orchestrate that stuff, so it's really cool.
That's sweet. So are you yourself, like do you create art, or are you just kind of like a fan of?
Like, I mean, on some level, I definitely consider this whole thing a piece of art.
Yeah,
but
totally.
I don't actively.
Totally.
I don't make GIFs.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
But just mostly because I'm developing other stuff and I don't have time. But I would love to.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So you want to take another look at the website? Like,
Sure. Yeah.
I noticed there was that's what I was looking for.
So this is, man, the UX is like goes against every rule, but I just did it simplest as possible. I mean, essentially you have this gallery, which is is a live feed of stuff getting added. I added a search thing, which I don't even know if it works well. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Okay, good. I was like,
yeah.
expecting it to break.
Yeah.
Okay, you can search for cat.
Yeah.
You can only search for the word cat, though, actually. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was like,
no.
Weird
There's
feature.
a created section, but I haven't actually created anything on this account.
Yeah.
And the way it works actually is because on V0 was like literally censorship proof. Like I didn't take any fees, and like there was no burn button.
Oh yeah.
Super irresponsible. Like eventually someone minted some stuff that was like not cool, and it became this whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
So now we like essentially to join, you get whitelisted. And to get whitelisted, you have to read the terms of service, and then you accept it, which is just signing it. And then that'll allow you to mint. And that's going to take a second. Yeah, so that allows you to mint once it actually does that. Hopefully it does do that. I mean, minting is, I don't even know if I have to explain how to do that, but maybe.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. But I think
here we go. So now I've been whitelisted because I signed the terms of service.
Oh, I see. So you can only get to the mint page once you sign the terms of service. Oh, okay.
Cool. I didn't want to like restrict. I didn't want to do a whitelisting thing where people had to apply because.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain.
Who cares? Like,
but
I did want to like have this kind of consensus. Like, this is what we're doing. These are kind of our procedures. Please don't post child pornography.
Yeah.
So, and then you can upload.
Wait, was that the issue?
It wasn't that, but it was like, it was just cringy stuff. It was like people were, and like part of me is like, I feel like art is a space where you should be allowed to push boundaries. You should even like, on some level, if I'm cringing at the artwork, like I still don't necessarily want to take it down, right? Like, I don't know. It's not really all about my opinion or I don't know. It's not that important, but yeah. Since it is essentially like at the end of the day, I'm liable for like certain things.
What if it's done like in bad faith too? It's kind of like it's like a different story. Totally.
Exactly. it wasn't done in bad faith. It was just like there needed to be some limitations set,
For sure.
which is totally reasonable, I think. So yeah, you can upload this stuff. I mean, anyone who's watching, please feel free to join the Discord community, and people also walk you through this.
Yeah, I'll make sure to put a link in the description.
Oh, great. Yeah, the Discord community, you could find out anything you want, and from other people other than me as well, and community members. That's minting. You have an owned page, and that's basically it. I mean, it's like super straightforward. And then there's like detail pages and stuff. And we're working on getting more. Oh, and you can place a bid here. Next show. I do not have enough Matic here. And we have a lot of like cool things we want to do, but we need some more help with development, just because my time is split between, you know, like other like jobs.
Yeah, what are the stuff you're looking at?
The dream is to have every artist have their own contract, so that there is no like central contract, and they all like literally own their tokens and have deployed their own contract. And then to have kind of a central like marketplace that becomes like the real DAO protocol. It's just this marketplace that where transactions are made. And then on top of that, it would be amazing to find a way to have people hosting their own IPFS data, or at least in some, maybe even in a sharded manner, where like some people are hosting IPFS data or like large chunks of it, and like then individuals can also just like upload without having to host their own IPFS storage data.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like stuff that a lot of people are like kind of focused on right now, but I feel like it's going to be a big deal going forward.
I mean, the thing is, like, what I don't want to see happen is for these siloed companies like, you know, OpenSea, Rarible, what have you, Nifties, to just like dominate the conversation. Like, I really think we have this amazing opportunity to build for artists, like, and have artists build for themselves. So we should just, if this is nothing else than like an example of that, the potential for that to happen, then I would be happy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks.
Was there anything else you want to share on the website, or?
That's basically it. I mean, it's super straightforward. Like, a lot of the cool stuff happens in Discord too, and it's the community.
Yeah.
So this is like an interface for a community, essentially.
Yeah, I love the look of the website. It honestly looks great to me. So you did a great job there.
I think that's what people like too. It was just kind of a fuck you UI. It was like,
yeah, no, it's great.
Like, yeah. Oh, we also voted on the name.
Oh, really?
Something else, and then we all vote. Like, there were like 5 people in the Discord, and like I was like, okay, let's do it. So
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's all though.
Okay, well, that's awesome, man. I'll really thank you for doing this.
Hell yeah, I'm just glad to get some exposure.
Yeah,
everybody who's watching this should come join Screensaver and make some cool art.
Yeah, make sure to send me the Discord link in a moment.
I will.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, bye-bye.